What's up everybody, it's Mrleaffly, and today I'm just gonna play World of Tanks. It's basically a multiplayer game where you just battle it out with other tanks with different tiers. You start from the lowest tier 1 to tier 10. It's a game I can play often because I enjoy multiplayer content, because it never gets old, unlike single player campaigns where you just play it once and you just like, oh, that's it. You go collect go back. Let me put this right. Either go back and collect what you want to collect, or you just play again on the hardest settings. And I usually don't really have fun that much with it. And lately I'm having back pain, and by the time I upload this, I don't know if you guys, it might be gone or not. I don't know. It's painful. It's a long story. I'm not gonna explain it. So let's play with my tier 6 Sherman. I love this tank. It's an American tank. I'm full blood American, so I just love playing American tanks. My whole tier from 5 through tiers 8 is my highest right now. The Pershing. I have a Russian tank, the T-150, which is still on training, because you gotta have variety sometimes. You just can't keep playing the same tank, because each tank, it's not like each tank is the same, because each one has different armor, gun, rate of fire. There's a whole list from hit HP to signal range. You guys should try it. I mean, you guys should try the game yourself. I don't know, I'll probably leave a link in the description. And lately the game's been random battles. They're still in development, basically. It's the highest update right now, 7.5. The newest update would be 8.0 or 8, where they're going to put more physics, but right now they're still working on it. So let's get started. Enough talking. I don't know, maybe some people might be interested in multiplayer games. I love multiplayer games. I play it often, but half the time I do stupid things when it comes to playing this. It's either I full-blown rush in and attack, or full-blown defense. You can go between scouting, defending, and attacking, and capturing. And this is a standard battle. I haven't had one. Sorry, it's been fun. Haven't had a standard battle in a long time. I woke up with back pain, so it's like I couldn't sleep that well last night. It was terrible. And this chair I have does not help. I am a very, very under gamer. Yada yada. I'm trying to focus. The worst case scenario for me, because this thing requires 2.0 gigahertz on a processor, and I still use an Intel Core 2 Duo, so it can still run it, and the graphics card is okay, but I get low frame rate. So if you can see on the top right hand corner, I usually get 9, 10, sometimes up to 15 if I'm lucky. And yeah, let's go to scout. It might be a scout tank, but I wouldn't recommend scouting with that tank. Oh, frame drop. Oh, and lag. It's a ping. My ping usually goes up to 100 and something. I don't know why. Sorry, kid. Need a screw. Usually people just chat. It's either because they hate each other, or they just want to talk, or it's just some random discussion. And honestly, half the time when it comes to clan stuff, they require so much from a tank, from you, and half the time it's just luck, because you don't know if you have a good team or a bad team, unless you make your own team, which is up to 3 Oh, M4 Sherman. I'm going to take out that S-35CA. That is the most... Oh, someone took it out already. That tank is a French tank. So far they have 4 different nations. The French, the Americans, the Soviets, and the Germans. Oop, he's dead. This game is very unique in a way because depending on what around your environment you can use to your advantage. Oh shoot. Or you can use, or it can be your greatest weakness. For example, actually there's no example. There's a lot to talk about in the game, which I cannot explain in one match because one match usually lasts up to 5 minutes or 15 minutes. So you basically have tiers 1 through 10. Each tier improve on the next tank because of development. The French is the late version, so they don't do much. But and then there's also, oh shoot, 3 different types of tanks. No, 4 different types of tank, from light to heavy to SPG, and I'm dead because of Priest. SPGs do heavy damage, but they and long range, but they come to close range. They are very weak and very vulnerable. And I died. If the team keep pushing, and then we could win. Usually my gameplay, because I'm a medium tank, I usually fight really quickly. I usually die quickly. For me, it's all about speed and power sometimes. So example, like this Chaffee is a light tank. M24 Chaffee. And here's the tech tree. I'm sorry, I'm not good at explaining, but USA, Germany, France, and USSR, the Russians, basically. I do not advance really far in the Russian tanks because I focus on the American tanks. I am not so good about SPGs, self-propelled guns, because I'm more of a direct combat. So light tanks from the T1 Cunningham is the basic. You all start out with a basic standard tank. And I basically advance my way to the Sherman, to the Pershing. Pershing has a power, but it's not that great. Other than that, it's just fighting it out with other people. The point is, though, you don't win by gun size, even though they say it's all about the guns. But technically, it is, at the same time, contradicting, yes, a conundrum maybe. But it's also depending how fast you can do it, how well your tactics are. Because you can have a big gun, and you can still die quickly, because you don't know what you're doing. So I could play this tank. It's expensive just to repair this tank. I'll just tell you that right now. Encounter battle. They recently added 2 new types of fighting styles. And one is assault and encounter. Encounter is where they have a capture point where you must either kill all your enemies or capture the base. And it's slow. Assault is where one team is defending and the other one is attacking, and it usually doesn't work out well for the attackers because it's basically, this game is mucho grande camping, and no one likes campers. But this is all about strategy. You can't just rush in and attack. This tank, however, can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's very weak when it comes to armor. So the enemy tanks with bigger guns can kill me in one shot or penetrate me. And getting to this tank took a long time. Let me focus here. They also, because it's a free game, they also have premium tanks. And you're wondering what that is? It's basically tanks that didn't really exist or did exist, but they're a lot better and cheaper to repair and more effective in the battle. But half the time, it doesn't really matter when it comes to it. It's either you're better than them or you're worse. And this is the worst right now for me. Because the frame rate really affects combat a lot. Since I'm a scout, somewhat a scout, I would go for the SPGs first. Because they are the weakest, and if used correctly, SPGs can affect combat around the area really well. Oh, nope. Oh, come on, right. Oh, shoot. That's what I'm looking for. I don't care about that T-50. I don't care about any other tank. My job is to take that guy out. Or take other tanks out, because I'm a light tank. I'm usually more agile and faster than other tanks. So I usually spam click. Like right now. Oh, and I'm dead. By KB. I hate that tank. KB5 is so heavily armored. It's a bitch tank to fight with. And I'm sorry for my language, but that tank has all around armor that you cannot attack so easily. Even if you hit the rear. So look up the game if you're interested. I love playing it. It's just once in a while I just go on and off because it gets really annoying when fighting with other people, because they either are bad players or good players. Up to you. My name is Mrleaffly. Peace out.